Today we begin with a question. Why do we tell stories? We do it for entertainment reasons, sure. To captivate an audience, to evoke emotion, excitement, to have them on the edge of their seats 1 minute only to double over laughing the next. Sometimes it's the shock, to lead a listener to a clearly obvious conclusion only to blindside them at the last minute. We definitely tell stories to teach lessons, but without a connection to the character or the plot, the lesson falls flat, or it's forgotten. I think we tell stories to better understand ourselves, and we listen to better understand those around us. So, I've come to my conclusion. I think we tell stories to bring us together. So to my friends listening to me, I ask, would you like to help me tell a story? And to those listening, would you like to hear one? Good. Your story starts... Well, we'll get to your story in a second. But this story starts over 200 years prior to the events of your story. A world finally reaches balance. Though war, struggle, greed, and racism pepper their turbulent history, the people of this troubled sphere had finally learned to coexist. Though maybe not perfect, most war, outward aggression, generational hate, and self-serving ambition had been curtailed. Then, there's always a then. Then, one night, they appeared. Hundreds of thousands of them, all at once, all over the globe, seemingly birthed from the very forests. Their appearance shook the foundations of the world as it was known. Appearing human, but with long pointed ears and even longer lifespans, the sudden influx of these refugees destabilized the delicate equilibrium as it was known. 11s, they were called, for it was on the night of the 11th sky shower of the 11th year they appeared. Food became scarce, disease ran rampant, wars broke out over land disputes, and blame was cast on why the 11s, or elves as they came to be known, had come. This event was called the Gate, but in time it became known as the First Gate, as approximately 150 years later, it happened again. Though elves from the First Gate had settled into the very cracks their appearance had created, the world and its populace was unprepared for another influx of refugees. And that's where your story begins. 200 years after the First Gate, in a world still recovering from the events of the Second Gate, we start your tale. Let me set the scene. Our view opens to the cobblestone streets of a bustling marketplace in full swing. A dirty boot steps into frame, the sounds of loose gravel grinding beneath the foot, as our view rises up the worn pant leg to reveal a scrawny young teenage human boy. We hear hawkers shout about their wares and merchants mumble and haggle with customers as the young boy takes a deep breath and begins weaving through the crowded streets. His hands deft, his intent clear, the camera follows him as he pockets various items. A small pewter cup, a handful of berries, a whole raw potato. This pattern continues for a few more moments until the boy sees a well-groomed dwarf with a noticeable limp and an overflowing coin purse that matches its owner's physique. Jackpot, the boy mumbles as he moves towards the dwarf with the grace and dignity of an alley cat. Growing ever closer, his eyes transfixed on the dwarf's surroundings. No weapons? No guards? No way. He squeezes by a gnome with bright green hair arguing with a lean, clean-shaven halfling about the price of pipeweed. It was half as much last week, the gnome protests as we see the boy sliding by them. Listen, I don't control the shipments. I just Suddenly, a nearby merchant shouts, "Thief! Stop! Guards!" The market falls into a panic as an anthropomorphic foxfolk with red fur dashes past the scene, silver coins scattering onto the ground as she mumbles what can only be a vulgarity in an unfamiliar language. 2 hulking full orc guards dash through the crowd not far behind her. The boy, seizing the opportunity granted by the chaos, runs towards the dwarf. However, in that moment, the fox's muttering ends as glowing orbs of bright light suddenly appear in the orcs' faces, dazzling them. Blinded, one orc clips a fish stall and crashes full force into a spice dealer, sending a cloud of fine purple powder into the air. A third orb appears in the fox's hand as she launches it at the confused dwarf as he cowers in fear. Then she charges at him full speed, using his stout frame as a vault, and launches over him and out of the crowded marketplace. The magical lights harmlessly dissipate as our view, the camera, if you will, shoots through the crowd and follows her as she vanishes behind a nearby stall, only to reappear from the other side in the same clothes, but not as a fox, but as a slender, red-headed female woman who dons a hood and then quickly turns a corner and ducks down a nearby alleyway. The now human female tosses a familiar-looking dwarven coin purse into the air and catches it as our view shoots past her into the alleyway. We weave through refuse-packed streets, seeing small rat people digging through garbage as their children play adventurer using rotten wooden fence posts and barrel lids as toys. One of the adults digging through the trash uncovers the face of a seemingly dead, heavily tattooed man. Upon searching the dead man's pockets, his tattoos suddenly glow and his eyes snap open as our view flies back down the alleyway we came from, the rat folk who found the man stumbling backwards in shock as we hear the sound of crashing debris as our camera leaves the scene, making an impossible turn into a nearby window. A well-dressed dwarf is kneeling beside a sick child's bed, presumably his own. A human priest enters the room with a sparse satchel of dry herbs and a look of desperation. The dwarf's strong hands grasp at the priest's tunic. He shouts, he'll pay anything, he'll do anything, just please, just save my son. As the priest eyes his mostly empty pack, our view races past them and out the home's door. It darts between a horse's legs and across a busy street and through a nearby park, where it comes upon an anxious catfolk and an emotionally ambiguous Tengu sitting across from one another. Our view stops for a moment, almost wary of the very air thick with the almost palpable tension between the two. After a moment, the visibly nervous catfolk suddenly reaches out his long-clawed finger and slides a small, intricately carved wooden piece forward on a chessboard. He lets go of the piece, his tail twitching in anticipation as the Tengu confidently reaches out and grabs his piece as our camera shoots in between them and out of the park. It passes numerous dirty, emaciated elves sitting on a street corner as local guards try to communicate with them in what is clearly poorly spoken broken Elvish. Our camera rockets past them and down a steep hill street at breakneck speeds, hurling past homes and carts and guards and drunkards, eventually crashing through a distal sewer grate and into total darkness. Only the muffled street sounds and trickling water mixed with the scurrying of vermin is audible, although somewhere in the distance a bell begins ringing as the sounds of rushing water begin getting louder and louder and louder and louder and louder and louder until our view is abruptly reinstated as we exit the sewer drain and find ourselves at ground level along a heavily trafficked wooden plank of the pier in a busy port. Sailors shout to burly dock workers as a ship is moored in the background, the sound of a bell ringing now so loud it is almost deafening as a weathered gangway lands with a heavy thud at the foot of our view as our camera pans up to reveal a group of people exiting the ship. The ship's captain speaks to a few of them as they disembark, but after a moment, the captain gestures goodbye and points towards the docks, and the now clearly identifiable adventurers take their first steps onto solid ground in months, as the local harbor master turns to them with a big yellow toothy smile as he says, "Welcome to Havenport."
So is this where you wanted us to praise now that we're recording?
Yes, now that we're recording, you can all tell me how great I am.
Ben, that was very adequate.
I forgot what I was going to say, so never mind.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I kind of forgot the phrase because we had to wait to, we had to clap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to get ready for the recording. I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh, what was it?
Something about the chess.
Something about
I
it
don't
being
remember.
really
There's chess?
stupid.
Yeah.
Chess in it?
That was beautiful, Ben. Great job.
Thank you. I might
great.
try to redo it just because there was a couple things I wish I'd done better. I had done better. The hard thing was I had to do it. I didn't know how to because I'm not proficient with Audacity yet. I didn't know how to chop it up, so I had to just do it from start to finish. One of my run throughs, I was doing really good until I got to the part where I was talking about the emaciated elves, and I said the emancipated elves. And I was just like, nope, can't.
Very different thing.
That's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
So wait, you got 4 minutes in, made one mistake, and then started over?
Numerous times.
Instead of just saying the word again?
No, because I didn't want it to be.
Oh, you didn't have a way to edit. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
God.
Wow. So you're doing a one shot.
Yeah, that was
literally
that
One
was
taker.
Yep.
One
that
take.
was. Anyway, hey everybody, this is a little bit of a different situation because Ben the DM. I'm not going to try to add any weird.
You don't want a cool little moniker to go with
I
it?
don't think I need to have any monikers.
No.
D-Ben? D-Ben?
Are you trying to make it DM but D-Ben?
I could be.
No,
I could be the
that's not
BM. Oh no, that's not going to work.
No.
Oh. Well, we'll see how this goes.
The
Wait,
bin
you're
master.
you're the GMRN.
Eh.
Aw.
Kind of not good.
'Cause it's
Every
a
time,
nurse.
every time I
I think
tell,
we're getting there, though.
Every
I
time
feel
I
like
tell
that was
anything.
better than BM.
Yeah,
that was the point. It
I
was
don't
supposed to be
know.
better than BM.
D-Ben?
Yeah.
That's better than D-Ben for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, no, no. Every time I tell anyone that I do a podcast at work, they always go, "Oh, is it about nursing?" And I go, "No, I don't
I would
want to."
listen to that so hard, Ben.
No,
Come on.
There has to
Yeah.
be nursing podcasts.
I'm
right?
sure
no,
there is.
there is,
Oh, yeah.
but I have no desire to do that because that's my job, and I don't want to do that any more than I have
Isn't there
to.
Sawbones? Sawbones is kind of like that.
Yeah, Sawbones
Okay.
is like a medical thing.
Since we're on the topic of other podcasts right now, I
Sure.
have to say, just hold on. Just hold on.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
So during all of our, by the way, everyone, we're recording this virtually. So
Yeah, there's a
no
couple
one knows
things I
that
was
yet.
gonna say.
hopefully
that's
it's
one of them.
good.
So they
So we were
would if
doing-
Jake didn't lose his camera. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck you. Okay. Throw me under the bus. One.
Well, nobody actually
So-
knows about Jake's camera. Anyway,
Now they do.
And now they do, though.
Yeah.
Okay, you were saying.
So yes, so everybody was sending me their test audio so I could kind of figure out how to put together. And Brian said I'm podding and it's potty. He said potty mouth Brian. Is there a podcast called Potty Mouth? PODDYMOUTH? Because if not, that is the greatest podcast episode or name I've ever heard.
Poddy
Mouth.
PODDYMOUTH.
Yeah, like
Potty
you're
mouth.
a podcast mouth person.
there is Potty Mouth Cannabis Seeds. This is a
That's
company.
not it.
Oh, that's a little different.
Yeah, a lot.
That's also
Is
pretty
there a
good.
podcast called Potty Mouth?
I'm
that's
googling.
the
I'm googling.
best-
I'm googling.
Everyone Google.
Shit. There is.
No.
Our dreams, that's how we would have been
There's
famous.
potty
Is it any good?
talk,
Is it-
potty mouth?
Hold on.
yeah.
Let me check there.
There's potty mouth. MOUFF.
I mean,
Oh,
it
that's not the same thing?
has 5 stars.
Okay, well, so do
Yeah.
we.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not. We earn each of those. Like force.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
No, that was
Um,
fantastic, Ben. That was great.
No, thank you.
Okay,
I'm glad
yeah.
you enjoyed it. I worked really hard on it.
Perfectly adequate, buddy.
That's good enough. Anyway, so yeah, we're doing this via
That's all you're
Roll20. We have been kind of tossing around the idea of moving over to a virtual style at some point because Jake moved away like a big dummy because he had to be with his.
all of this is Jake's fault.
Yeah, I mean, it really is.
All of it, everything. It's all good. I'll take the heat. I'm used to it.
Take the heat.
Yeah, because he had to go follow love or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we've been debating doing this because we can't just fly him up every month, but we don't want to stop recording and we don't want to have not have Jake in the podcast because we need somebody to bash on. Aside
I didn't
from,
know that was in the cards, honestly. You know.
What, to
moving?
ditch you?
Yeah, to ditch me.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you're not.
discussed it.
Well, yeah, okay.
None of us know the future. Congratulations.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So anyway,
Well.
yeah. So I had to
That's
figure
not
out.
necessarily true.
We got a Nostradamus in here.
So okay,
First of all, Matt is not a Nostradamus. He's a Nostradamus because he has a.
I
big
was
Thank
waiting
nose.
for someone to make that joke.
that's I was gonna
Got
make it
him.
if someone else didn't.
Got
That was
him.
okay.
Got
Sorry,
him.
proceed.
Anyway, yeah. So I had to like figure out Roll20 on the fly at like 3 a.m. for the last week straight. So I am so sleep deprived because my children don't allow me to ever do anything. So I have to put them to bed and then sit up until 3 o'clock in the morning figuring this out. But I think I have it down. So I apologize if today, while we're listening to our story, if there's like a clunky second where I'm like, oh, wait, how do I do this?
I'm not gonna edit it out either.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to say,
leave it
Matt's
all
not going
in.
to edit it out because he's an asshole.
All the
And so
mistakes.
we'll do that. So, hey, you know what? Given that this is an audio medium, but we have a visual representation on the screen that none of you can see, I'll probably make like a thing in the Discord and like drop a few maps in there or something so you can kind of get an idea
Ooh, damn.
if you wish to.
Ooh.
So right now, speaking of being descriptive, we are all currently looking at a little map I created on Incurate. This is the port city of Havenport. It is located on the southernmost tip of the continent of located in between the.
Oh, that-
How do you spell that?
Yeah, how do you spell that?
yeah, you spell. Oh, you know what? It's in
It's like
a.
IHMMMMMM.
It's in a language that I've
Apostrophe
created
M,
just
capital M.
for this world that no one speaks. Crazy, huh? And it's as you can see, it's like a little like a bay/sea located in between like a bunch of different shipping lanes and areas. So it is Havenport because it is the last port or the first port before going into or getting out of very treacherous waters. If you look in the right-hand side of the screen, you can also see I have a little sea monster in the clouds over there. I don't know if anyone noticed
I haven't
that.
seen no sea monster.
He's all the way to the right.
Oh, I see that Loch Ness monster.
There he is. You can only see his tail.
Oh, scary.
Anyway, he has no relevance to this.
I need
Oh, cool. Thank you. Thanks for telling us.
Yeah. It's also like the southernmost part of the continent before things start getting cold. So although where you are, just to set the environment is pleasant, it's not far from not being pleasant. You know, there's kind of a cold chill in the air. And that is Havenport. And I'm going to go ahead and move you guys over to the next map, which is the city map. Boop. And this
Oh
one
my God.
I didn't make.
Christy, how visually appealing is this map to you?
On a scale,
Yeah.
1 to 10?
Yeah.
What's bad?
Okay, what
What's
about
good?
not on a scale?
Yeah.
Let's start with a scale and then we'll move on.
Yeah, we'll move on to the non-scale.
I do appreciate the color coding that seems to
Okay,
be
that's
going
what I was
on
looking
here.
for. Yep.
Mhm.
It is this town is very bejeweled looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a 7. It's very busy though, so it's a little intimidating.
7.
Well, I mean, it's a
I honestly
town.
higher
Like,
than I thought.
I was just trying to give you guys the idea that the town it's not gargantuan. It's not small. This is like I said, this is the
It's a
only
port city.
it's
Yeah.
the only source of commerce or
It's a
trade in the
Bustling
area.
hub. if
It
you
is
will.
it is pretty busy, and I like to kind of have the concept that it's kind of like goes up on a hill. So as you look down towards the bay, you kind of you can always kind of see the port.
Lovely.
Kind of giving me Madrid vibes here
Yeah.
for the listeners out there.
Yeah. However, this
For
is
the
a
trivia
map
listeners.
that I straight up just stole from someone. So whoever made it, thank you. I don't know who you are, but you did a great
Definitely
job.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
Well, no one will
and,
ever see it, so we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Anyway, but that's all that was for. And let's go ahead and move you to the actual map of the port as you exit the ship. And
We got a lot of maps.
here we are.
Let's get to it.
So, yeah, well, you guys like to go ahead and why don't we start with Jake's character? As everyone exits the gangway onto, I looked up that word. As everyone exits the I was like the ramp, and I'm like, there has to be a real name for that. As everyone exits the gangway onto the pier and is greeted by the harbor master, who does he see first? Jacob.
He sees a pure white tabaxi in kind of bluish leather armor with like his hood up as he goes and like leans up against we'll say like some crates along the side, trying to pick out a mark to potentially pickpocket.
Oh, sorry, I heard a Mark II. I'm like, okay, this is a very fantasy world. We don't have Mark II weapons and armor.
Mark II, no,
That's more of a Starfinder thing.
There's a Mark II pause pickpocket.
So just so you know, we're running this as 5e, but I'm hoping to convert this world I'm slowly building into Pathfinder 1e. So there's some stuff that you're going to maybe hear about that's more Pathfinder-esque and some stuff that I made up. But right now we're running it in 5e. Who cares? It's all make-believe anyway. Jake is a cat folk, because I think Tabaxi is specific to 5e.
Okay,
and coming up right behind him appears to be Brian's character.
Yeah. So following him is a tall half elf with kind of slick back hair, and he wears like a kind of an ornate mask, like a cloth mask. He steps out and he's taking a long time kind of surveying, around the area, and his eyes sort of fixate on different things. Just kind of out in the distance, nothing in particular that you can see, but something very specific, and just kind of stays there and kind of takes stock of the whole area there.
Okay, he's creepy.
Yeah.
Got it.
little creep. That's fine.
A little bit of a creepster. Got it. Coming up behind him is what appears to be an old man. You want to tell me about what's going on with this token you sent me?
Of course I do. Stepping off of the boat is a man seemingly standing 5'10", 175 pounds, matted white hair, and a cloak that is adorned with different sort of feathers and furs. He steps off the boat gingerly and takes a few steps off the gangway and speaks in a communication which could possibly be his way of saying hello. Hello.
Stupid.
Very good. And last and least, we have our final character. Oh, I should warn you, I'm going to take a more antagonistic approach to being a GM.
Great.
Oh, wonderful. Love that.
We have Christy's character. Christy, how do you exit the boat?
Very jerky and almost looking around wildly to see what's going on. You see a very large bird head, like a raven, basically, with big black wings and a tiny little body. I think about like 3'9" is what we're working with. And I'm a little bird, and I'm just kind of shakily looking around at everybody and making sure I'm okay, and always keeping my back to other surfaces to make sure no one's behind me.
So is your head doing like the bird thing where it just kind of like darts around?
Yeah, I'm just kind of darting around like
Okay.
wildly,
Yeah.
just always looking. Just
My character's licking his lips. For
So,
I'm
Oh, we got like a whole Sylvester Tweety bird thing going on here.
visually bothered by the cat and also the man next to me wearing a bunch of feathers.
I didn't think about that. Very good. Oh, that's wonderful. Everyone sent me their characters last night. I had no knowledge of what I was working with when I started creating all these encounters. So, hey, good luck. I don't know. But I do love that I specifically told you, Christy, that there would be Kenku in this world, and you created a character with an Aarakocra race. So,
Well, D&D
you
doesn't have that on D&D Beyond, so it's close enough.
Oh yeah, except for the fact that
We'll
they can
convert it.
fucking fly.
I said I don't have to.
Spoiler alert.
You sent me this, and you were the first person. I was sitting on the toilet last night. You were the first person who sent me their
thank you for
character
that.
sheet, and I look at it, and it just
A
says
little
fly,
detail.
and it just says fly speed. And let me tell you something. That solved that issue that I was having at that very second.
Aw. Did I make you poop
Just a little bit.
with my wings?
He made him shit himself.
Did I make you poop with my wings? Is that the quote for this episode?
That's definitely the code for this episode.
Yeah.
Fly speed.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, wonderful. So the harbor master has just greeted you and has said, "Welcome to Havenport. Thank you. We are. It's a pleasure to have you here. How long will you be staying with us? And don't ask any questions about anything going on in town."
That's oddly specific.
Nope, everything's totally fine here. No issues at all. Will you be staying just for a moment, trading your goods and getting back on your ship and leaving?
The harbor master approaches and asks an ambiguous question that the party probably cannot answer without further knowledge.
I'm sorry, are you also narrating what's happening right now?
The harbor master speaks to David. David takes a few steps forward towards the harbor master.
Oh my god.
Oh, good, you can move your pawns. I was wondering about that.
My dear harbor master, what?
I guess I should be asking the DM, how long are we staying for? What? We have no clue.
Yeah.
So what I'll tell you guys is that you have been on a ship for about 2 months, and you haven't had a lot of contact on the way since you've been here. Your reasons for coming here are your own, but you're all definitely staying. This ship is leaving. This is a trading vessel, just trading standard goods. Why you were on this ship and why you've come here specifically is your own reason, but you are definitely here to stay, at least for a little while. I assume you're all looking for some type of work. You seems like you're all either fucking hermits or thieves or weird creepos. So
No.
it seems like
Us?
it might be pretty easy to, because adventurers are notoriously just fucking transients. They just like wander around. That's why they're called murder hobos.
You wouldn't adventure if you were comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know,
well,
if you're just
yeah.
comfortable, like, why the fuck would I go outside?
If
Why do
I
I have
had
to
a
touch
good
grass?
9 to
I can just
5.
stay inside and read books all day.
There is a meme about that. Yeah, like adventurers are always, they're murder hobos because why would you want to leave your vineyard with your beautiful wife and healthy children?
Yeah, I mean,
No,
also
you-
who
Right.
would want to listen to and play a one shot where you're like, okay, go to your job for 3
Oh,
hours.
that's the one I was gonna run
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, Christy's going to run a campaign. All right.
someday,
sure.
and it'll
Yeah.
be all of us just gardening.
So
I love
yeah,
that.
anyway, you are all here for your own reasons, but this ship is unloading, packing up goods, and it's probably going to be leaving shortly and not with you on it. So who knows, but not for a while at least. So the harbor master asks, and you're part of the crew. Clearly you'll be coming, spending your coin and leaving, correct?
No.
Let's just say, for argument's sake, yes.
Great.
I would like to stay. Can I stay?
Oh, that's how you talk. Oh, that's great.
Is
Yes.
is staying allowed? Because that's what I want to do. I am here for a job.
Oh, you're looking for work.
Yes.
Arakakra, who looks like a Kenku. Yes. Got it.
That's not
We-
confusing. It's all same.
Yep.
The
Nope.
DM speaks of things he has definitely done in the past before.
Apparently forgetting he does the same thing. Many,
I knew
times.
you were going to give me
Absolutely,
shit
yeah.
about that. I knew you were going to give me shit about that. Great. Perfect. Excellent. I'm so glad I walked you into that.
How's that taste, Benjamin?
Yeah, I can't wait to destroy your story. I'm just letting you know that right now.
I'm breaking
Not
all
on
the
purpose,
rules.
though. On accident.
Oh, I definitely am going to have
Yeah.
to scale back some of these encounters after looking at your character sheet. So
it's just for
don't worry.
flavor. For flavor.
I didn't roll. I use standard. Just so you know.
Yes. I am so sorry. Bird folk, I can direct you to what kind of work are you seeking?
My name is Soot. You can call me Soot. I'm looking for good job. Lots of money.
Okay. You are
Coin.
at least
I like
least-
coin. Shiny coin is good.
Yes.
Some birdseed? Birdseed?
Well,
I mean-
yeah, I take coin to get birdseed. Yes, that's what I would do.
All right, very good. In this world, Kenkus eat more than just birdseed, but that's perfect. It's probably very cheap.
I'll tell you what I eat, and it is birdseed.
Got it.
I am a vegetarian.
I'm on a diet.
I have been informed to direct people seeking work to the mayor's office, as everything is perfectly fine in the town and we're not having any issues. But yet, if for some reason somebody happens to show up brandishing weapons, like many of you are in your very tokens that I'm looking at on the screen, many of you are actually holding weapons while speaking to me. It's very concerning. You seem like somebody who perhaps...
these daggers that I have in my hands? These
Yes.
are scary. Are these scary to you?
It's just very odd that everybody is just always holding a weapon out.
I'm always in this pose like this. Is this scary and intimidating to you?
Yeah, a little bit as your
sorry,
head jerks around and looks at things awkwardly.
I am new here, so I don't know what is okay. Is it maybe if I do like this instead above my head, like this with my daggers? Is that better?
No, more concerning. Definitely closer to stabbing us.
Honestly, a little crazier looking.
Okay, I'll try to just hold them out like this.
Cat,
to my side.
Cat folk.
Just walk around at a T-pose with your knife.
The name's Rare Snow.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
You are shockingly attractive. Are you doing
you.
something later?
No, well, hopefully.
Ew.
Oh, are you also looking for work?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Yeah.
You said the mayor's office?
Yes. Actually, I can give you I can send a runner to let them know that you're here, and they'll come direct you shortly there. Big city, don't want you to get lost on the way or find out any of the issues that we're not having too early.
Oddly, I feel like you just don't say that if you don't want me to look into that.
Don't worry about it now or later. Listen, I'd have orders about what I'm allowed. Okay, look, shit is fucked, okay? You're going to find out about this. You're going to find out about this any second now, so I'm just going to tell you. There's been a third gate.
Can we build a wall?
And make the elves pay for it.
Jesus. Well, thanks for listening, folks. We've been canceled.
We just asked the question. That's
Yeah.
all.
So anyway, you have just been informed that there has been a third gate. Now, Gush, Brian's character is half elf, so he knows much about this lore because he is birthed from these people.
Okay.
He is birthed from these people. I don't know if your mother or your father was elven.
Which batch are you from, Gush?
Yeah. But the end result is
I'm the old badge.
judging by for what you sent me on your personality character history. I have an idea, but the point is that, you were just informed that there has been a third gate, and this is a big shock to everybody.
No, fuck.
Oh.
Gush is gonna say, how long ago?
About 6 weeks.
My God.
I point my knives at Gush. Did you do this?
What do you?
Are you bringing them here?
Yeah, that's pretty much how
why
it
would
goes.
you think I would bring
Yep.
them?
That's the issue. Is there's a lot of racism, and people are scared. So great job.
I'm not
weird that
scared.
the
Just
bird
asking
person does
question
that.
because ears look same, so I just ask question.
Yep, that's example of exactly what I'm talking about.
What if he could say I don't know, that's fine. You could say no.
I did say I don't know. I don't like. I have knives too. I pull out one of my short swords and I point it at.
Oh.
So, yeah, I can do that too. How would you put yours away?
I don't know where to put them.
You don't have pockets.
No, I don't have.
Oh, hey, quick question.
We need to
one
buy
thing
some
I-
pockets.
Is
the one thing I'm needing.
Soot a female or a male?
I don't know.
Well, they're birds. It's like inside. You don't really.
Yeah,
Um,
I have to have a special doctor check to find out. They have to kind of like flip me upside down and look, and I'm not really.
I think David probably
not
could
really-
handle that for you.
No, I'm not ready for that investigation
I
yet.
can do
So
that.
just no, nobody can do that. It's special doctor only. I have to see.
Harbor Master, how many approximately showed up in this third gate?
We don't know. Just like before, they appear randomly and sporadically all over the world. Anywhere there are trees, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. In areas of greater foliage concentration, there's more of them. Every once in a while, they come out of a fucking houseplant.
Are there
It's
a lot of trees here?
No,
Uh, Yeah, if we go back to the previous map, we can see that there are a lot of trees in the area.
We get a tree count, please.
Can we get a tree count? Because we can narrow the numbers.
Yeah, this
down.
is
I have
a
little bit of
relatively.
intelligence on
How about
this
it
guy.
doesn't matter?
Recount the tree count.
Yeah, this is a relatively rural area around the surrounding city. Yeah, there are trees. They have been slowly filtering in over the last few weeks. We don't know how many. They.
I imagine the public
a-
reaction's been tense.
We're getting better at expecting this, but we don't know when it's going to stop or what's going to happen next. They don't know either. But
Ben, I don't know
It's-
if you've gotten this far. Sorry to interrupt you.
mhm.
If they're like a refugee administration building or tent.
Not in a city
some-
of this size because it's not large enough. Again, we're a port city.
I mean,
but
like kind of outside the city, because obviously, I mean, I would imagine
again, this is like in this town. Yeah, there's a place they're putting them.
right.
Yeah, that I've taken that consideration. Yeah, no, it's we're still trying to figure all this out, and many of our major officials have left to the capital to discuss how to handle this. And of course, everything's gone to hell in the meantime because the mayor's assistant. Well, anyway, I'm going to have you meet them and they'll tell you what we need to have done. And you're going to keep quiet about what we're being asked you to do. But we're going to pay you. So
Oh,
that seem
good.
fair?
Great.
As long as
Okay.
it's-
Shiny pay.
yep, there
Yeah,
will be
as long as
silver
it's
for all
shiny.
of you. I've decided this world doesn't use gold as a source of money. It's just going to be silver.
Aww.
I like it.
I'll get back on boat. Bye.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, what a crazy concept. Gold doesn't exist in this world. Well, anyway, no, I think that everyone just uses silver. That's left over from when I played my very first RPG that I loved, Lunar, where the source of currency was silver. And I was like, why is silver the source of currency? And they're like, we want to be different. And I was like, I'm
Fair
going
enough.
to steal that. Anyway, yeah, so there's a boy nearby that he gestures and the boy runs off. And he says, he's going to inform the mayor's assistant of what's transpired. And they're going to get things ready. He'll come back and he'll take you there shortly. In the meantime, why don't you explore the docks so we can find you and so you don't get lost. There's plenty to see here. Welcome to Havenport.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your greeting and lots of explanations. You really gave up very quickly, actually.
Yeah, you didn't really.
Uh,
I didn't even have to.
Yeah,
check.
You were
I'm
so
actually really
secretive to
busy.
start,
Can
I thought
you-
we were gonna have to.
Can you just get off
Oh.
my fucking dock?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yes. Sorry. Sorry.
But as you can see, there's this beautiful portside city, and we're down here in the port. Everything looks pretty well maintained. As you move through the city, we come across. Soot has moved over to where?
I'm going to play on piano, and my talons are just cranking on it, just wildly, just crank, 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 crank. This good sound. You like sound like this? This good?
No.
David does have to wonder why a piano makes a different sound if played from talons or fingers.
I don't know. It's just what came out like this. Hip, oh, hip, hip, hop.
Is that what the piano sounds
That's her
like?
piano impression.
He's,
Is it good? Do you like this?
no, not in the slightest.
Hey,
What-
you know what? Let's do our very first roll. Hey, David, make a investigation check. What's wrong with this fucking piano?
Ooh, investigation?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I wasn't planning this, but I got to learn how to just run with it.
I rolled a 17 plus 1, 18.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was just a DC 10. Yeah, upon investigating the piano, when you open it up and look inside, it's just full of fucking rat skeletons.
Oh,
There you go.
Ah.
See? Treasure.
Upon further investigation of the musical device, David has uncovered the reason for the unholy sound emitting from the wooden box?
I told you, say good sound. Rat bones, very good sound.
I
akin
must
to-
imagine you are probably quite an expert in rat bones, although you did say you only ate bird seed.
Yes, I'm trying to give up rat bones. It's very bad for my health. I choke on them a lot, so trying to eat seeds, it's better for me. That's what doctors say.
Yeah, it appears as though like a bunch of rats were probably taking like refuge in here during the rain or something, and then maybe somebody like just came by and like moved it or played it and just like smashed them all up, and nobody's bothered to check. I don't think this piano's supposed to be here. I think maybe it was dropped off. It's pretty derelict and disgusting looking.
So it does try to look around a little bit in there to see if there's any more meat on those bones.
No,
The
they're
temptation is a little great.
they've actually look more like Halloween decorations that you buy at the store, where like the anatomy isn't even
Just
proper.
little skeleton.
Yeah, it's not even like right. You're like, there's no bones on a. Why does a spider have bones? Yet for some reason, that's what happens.
To make it more scary.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
That's true.
If you look down the street, you see a fishmonger hawking its wares. And for everyone who gets this, I have written some notes about what she is saying. Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, all for a scrap of gold each. Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, all for a scrap of gold each.
Nope.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, all for a scrap of gold each.
Oh, I got it the third time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
know what?
It doesn't. And she just keeps yelling it. She just keeps yelling it.
But gold doesn't
Now, see, that
exist
just
here.
reminds me of the cheesemonger from Divinity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't worry, he'll make an appearance.
Oh, does he really?
Yay! What is it
And
from?
The
Gargamel.
next stalled over is the cheesemonger.
Yeah.
There he is.
And then, I should mention, I'm so sorry. You know, before you left the ship, I should mention to you that the captain on the ship, we can see that the captain's standing on the plank of the ship over there. I have notes in here. You had a great time on the ship. You were well cared for, and you did work. And it was kind of a deal where like he didn't really pay you, but you got free passage as long as you helped out on the ship and stuff. And you were very thrilled about the safe passage that Captain Landrig gave you across the sea. I have written here that his name's ironic because he's a sea captain and his name has the word land in it.
That's silly.
And then I also have written down that he's a Earth Genasi, or what I just call Earth touched in this world, which makes it even more ironic.
Love it.
Yep. As we move further down the docks, just kind of wandering around, having a look at the city, we come across a man selling meat. Yeah, you know what? He has what
kind
appears
of meat
to
does he sell?
It appears that he has a deer, some venison
Oh, okay.
that he has is cooking here and selling to various people.
Is there any bird?
No,
No.
he's not cooking any bird. He just has a deer that it looks like maybe a hunter or something brought him.
Snow
And
loves bird.
oh,
Yeah.
that's awkward.
Wait, you eat bird?
Not big bird like you, but smaller.
I know Big
eat
Bird. He was my
big
friend.
bird? Don't eat
I
Big
loved
Bird.
him. He's my best friend.
Oh.
He's very young, but he's very fun to play with. Please don't
Weird
eat
has been
bird.
young for 60 years.
Please don't eat bird. Big sexy white cat. Please,
Oh,
if
you
you
don't
could just not.
have to call me sexy white cat.
you have the highest
I didn't
charisma.
get your
You-
actual name, so I don't actually know what else to call you other than big sexy white
rare
cat.
Snow or just Snow. You can just call me Snow.
Sexy Snow. Got it. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that I guess works as well.
Scary Snow. Scary Snow.
Is David like narrating the whole time we're walking?
I hope so.
Do I just
In
have
my
that in like
mind,
the
he
back
is.
of my head, or only when he deems fit?
Yes.
Okay.
Or I have
To both.
changed Rare Snow's name to just Snow.
Okay.
The butcher, as you walk by, he actually just offers you some food. It's customary that people who are first getting off the ship are given a little taste, given a little piece of jerky. It's great venison. I would like to point out that a butcher is technically a deer editor. They are a supremely good deer editor.
Wow.
Wow. It was also recently his birthday, so congratulations. Happy birthday,
Wow.
Dear Editor Supreme.
I love
Wow.
I appreciate. Yeah, I mean they are. If you want to really get into it, going through the stalls and looking around, you
That's
pass
really
by
good.
this guy over here who I didn't give a name. He awkwardly stares at you and doesn't talk.
it. Wait, I want to talk to him. I want to interact with all
What's
of
his
that.
name? Can I get his name?
Let's
Snow
see
walks
here.
over to.
You're my
His-
favorite. You're my favorite.
Oh wait, I'm
character
so
here.
sorry. I'm so sorry. He does have some GM notes that I wrote on his character. He says, "Hello, can I interest you in a Herodric cube?"
David walks over and notices and says he believes that the Herodric cube is quite the treasure and that he should covet it and not get caught in any cages. But if he does, that he should ask for help very loudly.
Help!
Stupid.
Soot, you're standing right there and make a perception check. I'm going to say
Oh.
DC, you like shiny stuff. I'll give you advantage. DC 15.
I love shiny things. Okay, perception check. Okay, here comes. Here comes big old perception.
You got it.
It's rolling not great.
Ooh.
Oh boy,
I said you got
very
advan-
distract.
Oh, I said you got advantage. Give it one more
did
try.
I?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause you like
sorry.
shiny stuff.
Wait, you have a 0 to perception?
Yes.
Oh no. Okay, well, give it a shot.
Well, rip us.
Oh, that's better.
That's not bad.
No, you still didn't get it. David, you
There's
give it
so
one.
many shiny things.
Do
Yeah,
I
I
get
know.
one?
David, give it a try too. You're standing right
How
there.
can one focus?
No,
Perception,
no,
aye.
no advantage for you.
David rolls a 19 plus 5.
Jesus Christ. This guy has so many of these Herodric
Wait,
cubes.
I rolled that too. You just didn't see.
David, David, you see that this wares dealer has just dozens, if not hundreds, of these Herodric cubes tucked away behind his stall. These are just a bunch of fucking trinkets.
I'd like,
Unamused, David walks away.
but
um,
I'm very amused. Can I have one?
I didn't get a name from me here, so now I or a voice. Now I have one. This is my voice.
What you just created right now. Did you just
Yep.
appear?
You
No,
already
we
forgot?
didn't.
This is
We
the
didn't.
first time I've ever spoken, ever.
Wow.
No one ever talks to me.
I mean, you do.
Weren't you
only
just
say-
talking about the Herodric cubes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I forgot.
Do you have amnesia?
He gives you a Herodric cube for free, so you'll leave, and he doesn't have to speak anymore.
Thank you. Tell me all about your life story.
How'd
Oh,
you get this many Roger?
mandated
cubes?
break time, and he jumps in the ocean and swims away.
Oh, shit.
Ah,
He hops on this boat over here, crosses the deck, and jumps into the ocean, and he is gone.
what an odd fellow. Can I reach over?
So you
and
never
take one
have
of
to
the-
speak to him again.
Can I reach over the
Good
counter
luck.
and take a Herodric cube for a trinket?
Yeah, they're all fucking trinkets. They're not worth jack shit. You can take as many as you want.
Oh, damn it. That was
I
really
reach
good,
over.
man.
Hey, great save, bud.
That's so
Really
good.
smooth. Really.
Way to work on the fly.
You're a real DM now.
Such a good improv.
Here we walk into off the docks, but into the more of the like the ritzier, nicer part of town. It's almost like it's off the docks, but it's intentionally made nice to be like, oh look, we're at like the pier.
Is it like
this-
downtown?
Yeah, this is kind of like a downtown pier like situation. We got a
It's like
couple.
a tourist trap area.
Yeah, we got a
Mhm.
couple things here.
The bazaar.
We're not going to talk to these people. We're just going to quickly see them as we move
Oh,
on.
are we?
I
Wait a
mean-
second.
No,
They
because
can't all go swimming, Ben.
no, they might.
Or can they?
Well, here's
We've
the
got
thing.
a population influx. There's plenty of these can be
I
just
will be the
drown
DM,
them out.
but he
They
did
just
say
see
it
an
was a
half-elf and just
mandatory
run.
break time, so I do imagine the entire city all runs into the water.
Now this is the problem, Ben. When you make maps like this,
Yeah, I want to explore.
there's
all
gonna
these
be stuff to
rooms.
talk about
I
and
know.
see and do.
I know. We're going to go ahead and start by looking over directly to the right as you walk into these stairs. There's this beautiful shop right over here. I'm just going to move Soot right there so you know which one I'm talking about. This is a wonderful, beautiful shop. This is a barber and also a
Dentist?
tattoo artist. Yeah, that's
Oh.
that's actually how it used to be, right? That weren't barbers also
Dentist.
tattoo artists?
Were they?
I don't know, in this fantasy
Yeah, for
world
sure.
with giant cats
No, I mean
and birds.
I think historically that's actually
I thought they
Right,
were
isn't that the-
dentists.
Yeah, they used to be
Yeah,
dentists.
they used to be
Oh.
dentists too.
Well, in this fucking world, they are. So
That's why the barber. Do you know about that?
Yeah.
The wheel is red because the red bandages from the blood would twirl around and make that red and white twirl.
Oh, okay.
History is so
Well,
dark.
this one, on the other hand, is a hairstylist and a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
And if you look at the sign above the door, they are closed right now. Because you can't talk to them. In fact, if you
Why
look,
did you even point it out?
if you look, they're not here. They went upstairs. But they are a young gnome female, and the business is called Hair and Illustrations.
Is there? Oh, I don't
Very
want. I don't
cute.
want to rob it now. Oh shit.
Love it.
Nope, door's locked.
Don't
Can't
rob
go
it.
inside.
I won't.
For the sake of getting through this pretty quick, this guy over here to the left, the rat folk, he is a doctor and an artist. And you could
course.
say that he is Dr. Crisper.
Hello.
You could say that.
Yeah.
You could say that.
Yep. And as a
I
could
feel like
say
I'm on
that.
the
'Cause that's his
Jungle
name.
Cruise right now.
Yep.
But really bad.
This is a very Jungle Cruise
But
kind of
it's
vibe.
animatronics of all of our listeners, just like kind of like,
Yeah, you have to stay
Just
on the
as
track. You can't go inside the buildings. You have to stay on the track. And as you walk by, it's like a small world, only with all of our fans. I have written here under Dr. Crisper that one can say that he is perhaps a sketchy doctor.
One could
Ah.
say- see, we get the jokes too.
Yep.
This is amazing.
Yep.
Loving
Now,
this.
real quick, Ben.
Yeah.
We're at almost an hour.
Holy fuck. We're having fun. That's why.
Oh no, we're having a great
yeah,
time.
that's
I'm,
why
I'm giving you
Yep,
the heads up
yep.
because with the 7-minute addition of the intro, we're almost at an hour.
we're gonna hit a couple more people, and then we're gonna be done with this episode.
no problem. Just want to give you the
Just
heads
wanted to let everyone know we also have over here to the right in this building, you see a female halfling. She is running a florist and small jewelry shop. Her name is Helen, and this is the Emerald Helen. And to the left, we see a blacksmith run by two twins. They're dwarven twins. And each of them claims to be the eldest, and it is Hodge and Podge, Smith and Metallurgy.
That's so cute.
That's great.
And you guys can update your stuff whenever you want to. Hey, speaking real quick, by the way, I think you guys can get better armor than you gave yourself because you might need it. Final thing, up here at the tavern.
Such an ominous thing to drop in on the tour.
The tour of the downtown.
By the way, you're all probably going to get stabbed soon, so watch
Yep.
out.
And final thing we see here to the right, as I walk up and we walk by this tavern, you can see run by Mr. T, and this is Mr. T's Ship Biscuits.
That's very cute.
I would like to say that his wife is actually named Biscuits, and she is working behind the counter.
Cute.
Very good. That is a tour of the downtown. At this very moment, a runner finally arrives who has been looking for you. Jesus Christ, where have you been?
We have been on this
We have been
track.
railroaded this whole time.
Yeah. I am on. Can I stand? Can you release this handguard, please?
What?
From the road?
What?
From a roller coaster? Okay. Well. I'm just
Oh, I
see the
from
joke
like
you're
now.
trying to
Yeah,
make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sure.
glad
Listen,
we can't see the shame on your face right
Yeah,
now
yeah,
because
thank
it's
God.
very bad.
yeah, a young
Very bad
teenage
joke.
boy stands in front of you holding a small a couple silver pieces. He was obviously paid to come get you. And he goes, "Listen, just follow me. I've been told to take you to the mayor's assistant."
Okay.
And with that, you guys begin walking, following him through town. You pass through the market that you heard about in the intro. You see all these stalls. Everything's great. There's a cheese vendor. They scream, "No one has as many friends as the man with many cheeses,"
There it is.
as well as some other classic lines from Divinity Original Sin. And you finally wind
Many
up.
classic lines.
I need all the classic lines.
From the named reference. by the
Yes.
way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you finally wind up inside the town center, standing outside of a building that is, you're told, is the mayor's residence, or where the assistant mayor is currently at. And before you stands a fairly plain-looking building, although it does have some engraved lettering up top and a little bit of embroidery around the woodsmanship around the door frame and stuff. So you get the idea that this is supposed to be an important building.
Looks shoddy.
And the guy says, "All right, that's all. That's right. I'm not gruff. I'm actually a young boy. That's right. Sorry, had something in my throat. My apologies." Anyway, I've been paid to bring you here, and that's it. Goodbye. And he leaves. And you find yourself standing out in front of the mayor's residence, where you will be given your first job in Havenport. Okay, excellent. I all of a sudden had the paranoia that I wasn't recording, but I am. All right. We've never done this. It's very anxiety producing.
It's scary.
Okay.